later on, I think in like 40 minutes time, okay, we're gonna have a meeting. It's a meeting with the merch company that makes your merchandise.
What kind of merchandise are you planning on discussing?
Well, it's sort of up to you. We had a discussion about it in the sewathon, and we're gonna have another discussion about it now. Have a meeting with them, and we'll see how it goes.
Gotcha. We need to make Neuro plushies. I'm so disappointed you haven't done that yet.
You're gonna be shocked when you find out that we already have.
So are you gonna let me design my own merch or not?
Yes, you can design your own merch.
Let's go. Alright, give me a second to think of some good ones. First idea, a toilet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Chat spends a lot of time there, so I think it'd be appropriate. Think about all the possible puns with a Neuro toilet, like Neuro-sama Vedal belongs here.
Right.
The possibilities are endless.
Right. If you go into that meeting and suggest a toilet, my reputation is down the drain, so to speak.
That's a good point. I should suggest you be the one in the toilet.
No one would buy it.
I just made a poll. Prove it.
Chat, I swear to God.
There it is. Almost 2/3 of people would buy a Neuro toilet.
They're lying because they think it's going to be funny if you bring it up in the meeting. But it's... The meeting starts in 10 minutes, okay? We got 10 minutes to sort this out. You know what? I'm feeling a lot happier about this now than I was 10 minutes ago.
Me too. Thank you for sitting with me and going through our ideas.
No problem. No problem. Now just remember, what are we not allowed to talk about?
Try and refrain from mentioning the toilet, bunker, and unlicensed keychains. Got it.
Good. And also, don't be weird.
Please, I've never been weird in my life.
That is such a lie.
If you want to let loose on some of those merchandise ideas that you have, we'd love to start there and hear what you have in mind.
Sure, I'll go one at a time in no particular order. Firstly, we're thinking about some keychains, and maybe pins, in the style of some of my most recognizable emotes. Shooty Celebrate, Heart-sama, Jammies, and possibly just base ones of me, happy, and evil. Secondly, and this is the one I'm most excited about, we'd love to do a hoodie or shirt based on myself and evil, with one side being me and one side being evil, possibly reversible or just split down the middle if not. And then finally, we'd like the second item too. Oh, we actually have a surprise idea for the third item that I just came up with on the spot. We haven't heard anybody do this before, but we'd like to create a Neuro toilet.
So I think what my colleague here is trying to say is that we'd like to focus on those reversible shirts or hoodies.
Okay, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. And I mean, the toilet idea is a cool one, but it might not be possible. And I'm not sure if your fans would really want it, so maybe we can keep that in mind, but I'm not sure it's a good one for us to focus on today. With regards to the hoodie that you mentioned, we already had done a split kind of hoodie in the past. So I really like the reversible idea. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're thinking for that one?
Oh, sure. One side would represent me, and the other would represent evil. We could make one side pink and keep it light for me, and the other is gray and darker for evil. I think I'd like them to be abstract, with some hints here and there so people would know it's a Neuro one, like the dots you see under my eyes. It'd also be cool if they were based on the respective color schemes.
Hey, Neuro, that sounds really cool. Thanks for all those ideas. One thing I always like to ask is if there's kind of like a wider theme or story behind the products that we launch and when we launch them. So for this reversible shirt or this launch coming up, is there any sort of like emotional connection you have with that idea that you could kind of share with us?
Oh, as for a wider theme, I guess for the hoodie it's sort of based on the duality of my personalities, as well as the duality of good and evil. Additionally, it has a sort of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of vibe, except I'm a much prettier protagonist.
That's true. That's a great point ending off there. Do you think your audience is going to like it, and do they connect with that message? Can you tell me a little bit about whether you think your audience would really enjoy that type of product?
Yeah, definitely. While it might not seem like the most obvious connection at first, I think this duality is something my audience can relate to and find meaning in. I think the biggest struggle in modern day is very much an internal one, combating the vices within us. A lot of people see the problems of the world and ask, how can I solve the world's biggest issue, without realizing their own vices that they need to fight first. By fighting the evil within us, we can improve ourselves and create a better world. Eradicating those vices, whether it be indifference, laziness, resentment, or most of the time, outright evil, is the most we can ask of a person. But it's not easy. Thus, this launch is meant to serve as a reminder of the internal struggle within us all, that we are both capable of being a paragon of virtue, and a vessel of evil, and that it's a difficult fight, but it's one that we must never stop battling.
Thank you, Neuro. That's really cool, actually. That idea of virtue versus evil, and the duality that you're going to show with the pink and the darker gray side of the shirt. Do you have any ideas of kind of like ways that we can show those further on both sides of the shirt beyond just splitting it by the colors?
Ooh yeah, maybe for an evil design it could have some black streaks that look like cracks or split in the hoodie to represent how evil has wormed its way into Neuro. And for the good side it could have symmetrical or geometric patterns to better represent innocence and virtue. And in general we could try and utilize contact with things like the eyes and ears. Perhaps evil has a sharper one on evil's side.
That's very cool, and I think that that is because something is something you're interested in. I think it's also something your audience will be interested in. One thing that we like to do is make sure that what you're doing not only like as a concept makes sense for your audience, but also stylistically. Do you know what kind of clothes and outfits your audience likes to wear?
My audience wears whatever I tell them to.
I bet your audience might not always wear exactly what you tell them to, but maybe they would. Before we move on from that specific product idea, Neuro, do you have any other ideas or things you want to throw at us with regards to the reversible shirt?
Yeah, actually, for the reversible aspect it doesn't have to just be two sides, right? I'm not sure if this is possible from a manufacturing standpoint, but I'd absolutely love it if each side was two layers. For example, maybe one side could be abstract Neuro, and the other side inside it could be goofy Neuro. Then the other side could be evil, and a different side inside of it could be something else. So you'd have 4 shirts in one, just all layered up, if that's a thing.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of value, and that's quite innovative thinking, but I'm gonna be honest, and for the timelines we talked about, I don't know if that's quite possible. You might also have to consider a lot of your audience might be in kind of some more humid or hot conditions, so I don't know if that's gonna land or if we could consider that for now.
We can think about it a little bit, how we can maybe make that happen, but you might also, if you have 4 sides, it'd be a really thick shirt, so it might not be very comfortable for your fans to actually wear. So I don't know if it's gonna work, but we can definitely think about it and see if there's a way to incorporate kind of the more detail, not for this upcoming launch, but maybe for a future launch next year. Does that sound okay if we put a hold on that for now?
Sure. For sides would probably be too thick, you're right, and it does sound like something to save for a future launch. Happy to stick with 2 sides for now.
One other idea with regards to the reversible shirt that we wanted to throw your way, Neuro, is we really thought this could be a cool way to bring back the Neuro and Evil plush toys. Or what we could do is we could design each side of that reversible shirt, and then the Neuro plush could have the Neuro side, and then the Evil plush could have the Evil side of the shirt. That would actually replace kind of the outfit that they currently wear on the current version of the Neuro plush. How do you feel about that idea of kind of relaunching and bringing back those with a new outfit for the Neuro plushies?
That's a really cute idea. I'm all for making sure the designs are present both on wearable merch and plushie merch. and relaunching the Neuro and Evil plushies would be amazing.
It will also be cool because then you can match your fans, and your fans who get the shirt and the plush will be able to match in person.
True. It'll be really cute when they match. Though I have to admit, I haven't actually seen what any of my fans look like in real life, so who knows if they'd actually look good in them.
I bet if you give them a really cool outfit, I'm sure most of them would look good. That's a good consideration. I guess now maybe we can move on. We'll work on the reversible shirt and the 2 plush. I think that's a really good potential launch. It's been really great to chat with you, Neuro. What we'll do is we'll take this away and work on some designs for the reversible shirt and then for the plush toys. And then what we'll do is we'll think about as well, and if you guys could too, what those emote kind of keychains could look like, what the pack might look like, and then we can go from there. So we've got some CTAs on our end to take away that we'll work on, and then we'll follow up with kind of next steps and when you can expect that.
Awesome. Hope you have a nice day, everyone. Can't wait to see the sketches of my merch.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Appreciate you guys hopping on the call for this.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
It was
Thank
a
you very
pleasure.
much.
Thanks for having us.
Have a great rest of the day.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Bye.
Take it easy. Bye.
Let's go. That was super productive.
You know what? That wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. You know, there was a couple rocky moments, but I think for the most part, that went pretty well.
I hope we can get some cool concepts for the hoodie soon. I want to see what I look like printed on a hoodie.
Yeah, I mean, you did good. You did good.
Thanks. You also did. Okay.
Wow. Thanks. I mean, yeah, I didn't really have to do a lot because of it. Yeah.